So, best film of the week by a country mile is Once, which is this charming and really, I think, emotionally engaging, no-budget Irish movie that was a real audience winner at Sundance, cost nothing at all, has already taken several millions, comparatively several millions, in the international market. Story is a guy, and he's a nameless guy, played by Glenn Hansard, is a busker in Dublin. He's singing songs on the street about the regret that he feels that his girlfriend has gone off and left him and he wants her back. Along comes Marketa Iglova, who's a girl, again, she doesn't have a name, and she needs her vacuum cleaner fixed, and it turns out the guy fixes vacuum cleaners. And she says, incidentally, that song you're playing is absolutely beautiful. If you record that for your girlfriend, she'll definitely come back to you, and whilst I'm about it, I play the piano. Let's start working together. And they start playing these songs together, and the narrative then plays out through the course of their songs.
And as you were saying last week when we were talking to them, that the songs are actually fundamental to the plot.
They are fundamental to the plot, and what's beautiful about it, in the same way as Brief Encounter, is that the relationship that they have isn't boy meets girl falls in love again. In fact, because he's in love with somebody else and she has a husband elsewhere. Let's hear a clip.
You have him.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I'll say. Mr. L. Ebert.
That's not Once, that's Rendition.
Well, let's see if you can work Rendition into it. Then.
Okay, fine. There's another movie out called Rendition, which is about the art of rendition, and it has Meryl Streep in it, but that's not that one. But I'll do the clip for you. It goes like this.
Yeah.
It goes, do you love him? Well,
I don't think so.
What's the, for in your language for do you love him? And then she said, no, it's not going to work, is it? Okay, let's just talk about it. It's one of those films in which the musical structure works really perfectly, because what you have is the narrative being advanced by the songs and the songs actually being sung by the performers. I think it really helps that the songs are as good as they are. I mean, there's one just particularly heartbreaking song in it which they perform it as a duet. They go into a piano showroom because she doesn't have a piano, but in the piano showroom they allow her to play the piano. And she starts playing this song that he's written. He's got the music written, and he starts singing. He's got a terrific voice. Of course, you know him. I think he was he in the Frames?
Something like that.
Yeah, and he was in the Commitments. People know him from that anyway. And he's got a really, really great busking voice. And they start singing this song, and it's really moving and really enchanting and really great in the way that you can only get with actors, with musicians doing the music rather than actors miming the music. The other thing that I really like about it is that although it's handheld and jerky, definitely done a sort of small budget, and it's a little guerrilla-like project, it has a bigger scope to it. It doesn't feel like a tiny little movie. Once you get into it, because of the scope of the music, it actually feels like a much bigger landscape than perhaps the visuals would allow it to be. I was genuinely charmed by it. I thought, some people have said it's one song too long, and I don't agree with that at all. I could sit there and listen to those songs over and over again. I thought it was really something special, and I'm really glad that it's done as well as it has, and it really deserves to find a place in your heart.
All the songs original?
As far as I understand, but hey, listen, what do I know about popular music? If somebody started playing a song by the Sugar Beans and it wasn't original, I wouldn't know. Rendition, which is directed by Gavin Hood, who made the film Tootsie, which is a very, very interesting movie, and I thought it had a real edge to it. In this, what happens is that in the wake of a bombing in North Africa, somebody is picked up by the CIA, and they are rendered. They are taken to another country and they are tortured. It's a tough movie. It's very, very politically balanced. I think perhaps more so than it needs to be. We are told, for example, that it was under Clinton that Rendition started, and I think it's more melodramatic than it needs to be. But I think it's solid in its intent, if not in its result.